What's up, guys? Welcome to Devil's Advocate, the live stream. Okay, starting a little bit early today, because why not? I'm bored. I'm not doing nothing. No sense in just waiting until exactly 9. So, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well today. Ugh. Okay, so I think we're gonna have an interesting live tonight. I have a few clips, right? Some good clips, I think. That we'll talk about, we'll break down, we'll react to. So hope you guys like it. Yeah, so tonight we'll probably focus a little bit on women, the dating scene, or women's dating habits, or their views on dating, right? So we'll talk about that. That might be a bit more of the focus tonight. So it's gonna be interesting. I always think that here's the thing, right? Honestly, in my opinion, I think women have terrible dating skills. I think women have terrible relationship skills in the sense that women are naturally selfish. Controversial, it might be controversial, but I think women in general are naturally selfish. So yes, they have good relationship skills, but I don't think they have good men and women relationship skills, right? Intimate relationship skills. Where because a lot of times they are selfish, so they don't care necessarily about the partner. Okay? They don't necessarily care about how the partner's treated, how the partner feels, if they're happy or not, stuff like that. But we'll dig in deeper into it. I mean, again, it's in general, not all. So, but it's, I would say this, especially modern day Western women that are currently in the dating market. Because I think if they're good women, they're picked up really quickly. So, yeah. So we'll talk about that and we'll go through that. So, the first clip I want to talk about is this. It's gone semi-viral, or I mean, I couldn't find the actual TikTok video because for whatever reason the creator just wiped it out. But we'll check this one out. So yeah, so I think this is gonna be interesting. It's a minute clip, so I think it'll be an interesting clip to talk about and react to. I couldn't find the original, like I said, but it's still the same. So let's react to that.
So one of my guy friends gave me permission to make a Hinge account for him because I was telling him how easy dating is with dating apps. And he was telling me that it's incredibly difficult. And I was like, Pete, you must be doing something wrong. And he gave me permission to create an account for him and just run the account. I've been a virtual boy for 3 days. And I've never felt this bad about myself. I feel like a freaking loser trying to get these girls to like me. And I'm starting to hate women because I'm like, when I say I mean Pete, because that's the account I'm using. Pete's about a 6. But I'm so desperate, I'm liking the 2s and the 3s, and even they won't like me back, Pete, which is a 6. So what level of delusion has entered women's heads? Like, what is going on? It is so difficult dating as a boy. I hate it. I'm on day 3 of being a boy, and I hate women, and I'm more depressed than ever.
That's the thing. More women need to do this, right? That's the social experience that a lot of women need to do. They do not understand, and this is the thing, right? This is the part of what I say women are selfish, especially in mindset. They do not care what it's like to what men go through. Men are always told, forced, and the propaganda, all that shit. Men are always told what it's like to be in a woman, right? All women's complaints, their ideology, their point of views, their thoughts, it's always drilled into men every day, right? Every day for years, or maybe decades, okay? And you know what? It's not a bad thing, right? Men knowing, women's thoughts, women's life experience, all this stuff. Yeah, it's a good thing to you understand. But this is a thing where it's selfish. It's one way because women don't care and society don't push right? How it is to be a man. The hardships of men. No one cares. Not even men, right? Some men don't even care what other men go through, right? That's the thing where it is sad. That's why I created this channel too, where I think she said the guy she's pretending to be is a 6. Average. About an average man, right? 4 to 6 is an average man. But this is the thing. No one cares about the average man. No one cares. No one cares about the struggles, the problems, the the viewpoints of average men. No one does. And that's the thing that's the sad thing that I see a lot. And I think it's ridiculous, right? Because this is the thing where most people are average. Most people are average. Most people on average are average, right? And this is the thing where a lot of men are suffering. Average men are suffering, where even average women put them down. Hell, even below average women put them down, right? She said it. The 2s, the 3s, even put down the 6 and the 5s, okay? The 2s and the 3s, right? They think they're because maybe sometimes they have to have sex with the 7s and the 8s, right? They may get, have to have sex, or they may get a little bit of attention from the men that, are a little bit higher caliber, but these men only just think about these women as hoes to pump and dump, okay? But these women's egos think that, okay, if these men of these certain levels would have sex with me, I deserve these certain men, okay? I deserve men at this level. Or even if they don't get the attention of these men, you get social media popping out these these good-looking men, these glamorous lifestyles, all these things where women now are envious of these lifestyles, envious of these women. So they think themselves deserves these men, these lifestyles. Plus, okay, all of us understand it, right? What's up, Cash? All of us understand it. How many times we hear it? Oh, girl, you're a 10. You're a 10. When in all reality, you are either a 5 and below, right? You are either a 2, a 3, 4, 5, but yet social media, okay? They support, they validate women and call women that are, in all honesty, very average to below average, call them 10s. You're perfect. He doesn't deserve you. You deserve better. You're a queen. All this stuff. Well, feeding women's egos is a detriment, has become a detriment to women, where now a lot of women, to maybe all women, think that they're better than the men at their level, okay? They think they're better at the men that's even a little bit higher than them. And yes, that's the sisterhood, okay? Here's the thing. For men, we're at least realistic. You think that a lot of times you wonder why men bust on each other, because it's to keep men realistic. Okay, I know, right? I know I'm not better than a 5. Okay, I know that. Especially, my brothers, right? They will say that, bro, don't delude yourself. And that's the thing. I think that's a good thing. Okay, keep yourself in reality, because being egotistical is not a good look. Okay, having confidence is nice, but again, a lot of women, and this is my crazy opinion, I think women are true narcissists. Women are the ones who hit the narcissist meter, okay? Because they are egotistical. Every woman is a 10, so how can you not be a narcissist? But that's my opinion. We'll go through a lot more of that. So, yeah, what do you guys think about that one? And I think it's a good thing, right? She says a lot of things that a lot of modern men are feeling, right? They're dejected. They're tired of the dating scene, because it's never been easy. The dating has never been easy for men. Has never been easy for men, and it's only getting worse over time. So, yeah. What do you guys think? All right, we'll continue more. Let's see. and we'll talk about this because I've said this before. Dating for women is easy. That's why men will. I mean, that's why women will never understand the hardships men go through. Dating for women is easy, and I'll probably repeat that. Go into deeper later on, but that's the thing. And yet women fail at it. Right? Dating is so easy for women, and yet they continuously fail. They continuously make bad choices. So let's check out this other bad choice that women are. Even if she's talking about this particular woman's talking, she's a good representation of a lot of women. So let's react to this video.
Hey y'all, so for the next 30 days, I'm not turning down no dates, which means that even if somebody invite me to their house or I don't agree with the date that they set up or I don't like them, I'm still going and I'm just going to rob them. So I want to teach y'all for the next 30 days how to find love or to find funds to fund the things that you love. So first of all, before I show y'all who my first date is going to be, I just want to say that I had another date before, but the dude was like, why don't I come to his house and drink? But he was very, very handsome. So I said no, and I declined the date. So you gotta have common sense, okay? You gotta have common sense. If it's somebody and they're very attractive, they right up your alley, and they asking you to come to their house, you do have to say no. Now, I won't turn down no more dates, but he was particularly handsome, and I would have got cracked. So if you don't have self-control, don't do what I do. I have self-control, but this motherfucker, he was very handsome. All right, so this is our first date right here. He said, come over tonight. I said, what's over there? Once he let me know what's over there, I'm gonna pack my little bag and I'm gonna head on over there and I'm gonna record the whole thing and we gonna rob him. Because why would I wanna come to your house? For any other reason. And for any other reason. You're not even a young Car Ebony. If this was a young Car Ebony, I wouldn't mind going to her house. Cause I know what I want. I don't know about him. So I'm gonna get my taser. We're gonna get our mace. We're gonna leave the toolie for the foolie. Cause I don't think I'm gonna have to hurt him for real, for real. Okay, and then I got a date with Sully and Michelle. We're going out to eat, child. I don't know, let's see. Cherry, looking for love. Looking for love.
Okay, a lot of red flags. Like, let's break this insanity out. Let's break this insanity down. I hope you guys can hear it. Okay, where I'm listening is a little bit low, but I hope over screen you guys can hear it.
Hey y'all, so for the next 30 days, I'm not turning down no dates, which means that even if somebody invite me to their house or I don't agree with the date that they set up or I don't like them, I'm still going and I'm just going to rob them. So I want to teach y'all for
the next 30 days, she will go on every date, whether she likes them or not. Because if she doesn't like them, she'll rob them. She'll rob them. And then this is the insanity. This is the insanity. The BS. You say you're scared of you say you'd rather pick the bear. You say you'd rather pick the bear. And that men are dangerous. Yet you are blatantly saying you will go on dates with strangers and try to rob them. It's like, this is the thing, right? I think now men rather pick the bear, right? Men would rather pick the bear than women. Because the absolute insanity. And this is the thing. This is the thing with, I've said this before. Women are terrible, right? Terrible at giving advice, terrible life coach, terrible therapist. Don't listen to a woman. I'm sorry. Because in my life, very few, I'm not saying all, right? This is the thing. But very few women have made sense. Okay? Very few women have not come off as idiotic, as delusional, as hypocrites, as just terrible human beings. Okay? So the absolute insanity to go online and say that, you know what? I'm going to accept every date, whether I like them or not. Because if I don't like them, I'm going to now have a chance to rob them. The most despicable kind of women like that. Seriously? You're going to rob? And this is the thing. This is the thing, right? And then women say that you're scared of men. You're scared of men. Okay? To have the audacity to say that you're scared of men. But here's the thing. You're willing to say that you will commit a crime against a man. It's like the absolute hypocrisy. Absolute disgustingness.
It's 30 days how to find love or to find funds to fund the things that you love.
How to find love. This is the thing, right? Why women have terrible dating skills. It's their mindset. I'm sorry, feminism, modern woke ideology, all that shit that we are all experiencing right now have destroyed women's brains. Literally destroyed women's brains. Made them one of the worst human beings around, okay? Especially in the dating market. I'm not saying that maybe there's saints outside, but when dealing with men, they are one of the worst, okay? Because it's just the ideology. Why even deal with men then? Right? Why not be your strong, independent self? Stop dealing with men. This is the thing where I think more men should get on board on this, where support women being single for the rest of their life. Because this is toxic. This is so toxic. This is the thing where women can't understand. It is them. It is them that's the problem. Why? They attract toxic men because they are toxic themselves. They are not good women themselves. So, no surprise, they attract terrible men.
So first of all, before I show y'all who my first date is going to be, I just want to say that I had another date before, but the dude was like, why don't I come to his house and drink? But he was very, very handsome. So I said no.
And let me say this, right? This type of woman, you can see something in common. Most of these men are just telling her to take her to the home. Which, like Blue Jerry said, don't take a woman on the first date home. Absolutely ridiculous. Right? Absolutely ridiculous. But this is the thing. Why men don't see these type of women as worth taking on actual dates. You're only worth Netflix and chill. Right? Because you are so just low barrel woman. My ideology and all that shit. So this is the thing where women can't understand. No wonder you attract terrible men. This is why I say women attracting terrible men, let alone being attracted to terrible men, is a red flag. Because it shows you what type of woman you are.
And I declined the date. So you gotta have common sense, okay? You gotta have common sense. If it's somebody and they very attractive.
Saying common sense. Common sense. Is it common sense to plan to rob a man? Literally, like, imagine this. Is it a common sense to try to rob a man? A stranger. God forbid he pulls a gun on you. God forbid he pulls a gun on you. So what? Is it going to be a shootout now? God forbid you do this crap to a terrible man, right? To a terrible man. He pulls a gun on you, right? And then what he does next, you just put yourself in a bad situation because of this crazy ass like mindset you have. There's no common sense in this at all.
They right up your alley and they ask you to come to their house, you do have to say no. Now, I won't turn down no more dates, but he was particularly handsome and I would have got cracked. So if you don't have self-control, don't do what I do. I have self-control. but this motherfucker, he was very handsome. Alright, so this our first date right here. He said, come over tonight. I said, what's over there? Once he let me know what's over there, I'm gonna pack my little bag and I'm gonna head on over there and I'm gonna record the whole thing and we gonna rob him.
You're gonna. This is the thing. Absolute lunacy.
Because why would I want to come to your house for any other reason? And for any other reason, you not even.
Okay, this is the thing, right? To instead of the actual common sense is just saying no. I don't want to do that. Right? I don't want to just come over to your house, a stranger's house, the first time I meet them. Common sense. No. Her common sense is let me go over to a stranger's house and commit a crime. Possibly, right? It failing, right? In the midst of me committing a crime to a stranger, failing, and now this guy is like in his feelings. Who knows what he's going to do now if you fail? If he has a weapon pointing at you. And this is the thing, right? I did a TikTok, today, right? Please check it out. Please check out my TikTok. I don't say that women deserve, right? Deserve bad shit happening to them. Like DV or, any kind of abuse. I don't say women deserve it. But women constantly put themselves into kind of situations that can, right? That something bad can happen to them. Because of this. Lack of common sense. Lack of common sense. Absolutely such idiotic way of thinking. Let me go to a stranger's house and try to commit a crime. Okay? And then, if you fail, you think that man will let you off? You think that man will be fine with it? Hell, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Young Hot Ebony. If this was a young Hot Ebony, I wouldn't mind going to her house. Because I know what I want. I don't know about him. So I'm going to get my taser. We're going to get our mace. We're going to leave the toolie for the foolie. Because I don't think I'm going to have to hurt him for real. Okay, and then I got a date with Sully and Michelle. We're going out to eat, child. I don't know. Let's see. Cherry, looking for love.
We're wondering if you would like to grab dinner. So, okay. So she'll go out for dinner with two women and rob the man. Okay. It seems to be more. It's ridiculous. She'll go out to dinner with these two women, I guess, and then rob the other man.
Looking for love.
And that's love. That's her idea of love. It's like two women. You're going out to dinner with two women, and then you're. I don't know how old she is. I mean, it doesn't say. She's probably around 30, right? Maybe late 20s, early 30s. I don't know. But this is absolutely ridiculous. The absolute stupidity. There's zero common sense. Absolutely zero common sense. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yo, Mystic. Thank you for joining. I just want to say hi. Just Tekina, right? I don't know how. But Blue Jerry, Mystic, Cash, Lovely World. Thank you guys for stopping by. I think we'll have a decent live tonight. All right. All right, so let's move on to the next video, next clip. All right, I've done a few videos of this woman, right? She's irritating. She's really irritating, but I guess she makes some good content to react to because she's wacky, right? She is. She says a whole lot of BS, but you know, I figured, why not? Yo, Blue Jerry, thank you. I love that. I love that. This is the thing, right? Definitely right. No problem. Gotta raise the manosphere to great heights. You got my support. Here's the thing, right? I love that comment because this is the thing. I love the whole manosphere men's content because it gives men voices. Okay? You now listening, now you can hear, right? The experiences, the opinions, the thoughts, the viewpoints of average men. I love that, right? Because for too long, no one cares. No one cared about average men. So, you know, I love it. I love the new waves of men just standing up and talking, right? Voicing their opinions. Good men standing up, voicing their opinions and thoughts. So I'm all for that. Yes, but let's get to this. So this is about 5 minutes. Since it's 5 minutes, I'm not gonna run it, you know, have it go all the way through and then run it back. So I'm going to react to it while I'm watching it. Okay, so
dating for men versus dating for women is not the same thing. I don't know why we pretend like it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. I know that I've
whoever says it's the same thing? Whoever said dating for men and dating for women is the same thing? Absolutely ridiculous.
said this and I'll say it till I'm blue in the face, but oh my gosh, I hate it. It's like, this isn't a fun experience as a woman. There's so much risk involved. Like, men's personalities are dog shit. There's
First of all, the risk. Okay, I can say that, but men also have risk, right? It's like this is the thing, right? If you're smart enough, dating is a lose-lose investment. You're risking your money. You're risking your time. Yes, women say that they're risking their life or they're in danger and all that bullshit. And now, I'm not saying that there's no possibility of danger. That's not what I'm saying. But let's not be foolish. On average, women aren't, you know, disappearing on dates, aren't getting, you know, something terrible happens to them on dates. Now, on average, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. That's not what I'm saying. But I hate the narrative that, okay, dating is so dangerous for women. Okay, cool. Don't do it anymore. Stop dating. No one's forcing you to go out on a date, right? If it's so dangerous, which there's no statistics to show it, then don't do it, okay? And to say men's personality is dog shit, seriously? It's like this is the thing where I want to say, women do not date a lot of men. They don't. So to say men is ridiculous. You should say the men that you date, okay? The men that you date. Because why you say that? Because it is a good distinction because you don't date a lot of men, right? And this is why it's a terrible narrative because women just say men personality dog shit. Are you saying a lot of men? Because again, you don't date a lot of men. And this is the insanity. Men can say the same. You don't know how many dates I've been on where women do not put any effort. They say nothing. Literally say nothing on the date. Okay? They don't ask questions. Hell, when you ask them something, they give you one-word answers. So really, so far, she's disproving her point by it is the same. But I've said this, right? It's not the same because dating for women is easier than it is for men. Okay?
so much risk involved with just being around them, with going on a first date with them. There's a risk of being stalked. There's a risk of violence. There's a risk of like someone cornering you and you feeling weird, and like the amount of times that has happened to me, I can't even tell you. This isn't some kind of
First of all, if the amount of time it's happened to her is over 100 times, over 1,000 times, right? Even if it's over 1,000 times, it's doesn't mean it's the majority of men, right? Like the last I've seen, the population of men in the U.S. alone is 4 billion. 4 billion. The men that she interacts with is not even a drop in the bucket to 4 million, right? So, and this is the thing. This is the insanity. If it's so dangerous, stay out. Right? I hate this bullshit narrative. You know why? Because then propaganda like shit like this hurts men's image. And this is the thing what women are trying to do. You hurt men's image, and no wonder now practically every woman is saying I choose the bear. Because all men are dangerous. Right? All men are dangerous. But on average, statistically, men receive more violence than women. Okay? There's more violent act towards men than there are towards women. And I'm not saying that shit doesn't happen to women. But this is let's not paint this bullshit propaganda narrative, okay? Because I hate shit like this.
like nightmare situation. Like, this is something that regularly happens. Let's say you do go on a date with a guy and he's like cool and normal. You're like, okay, it's cool and normal. And then there's inconsistency. And then when it comes to like, you know, the risk of being physically intimate with a man is much higher than it for a woman than it is for a man. If I'm physically intimate with a man, there's a risk that I could get pregnant. There's a risk like women have a higher chance of contacting STDs than men do. There's a 100.
I don't think that's true. Right? But let's say this. Don't do it. It's plain. It's like, this is the thing where women, it amazes me, right? It amazes me that women blame men for their actions. I personally will say, don't jump in the bed with men so quickly. It's like, surprise, surprise. How about wait until you are in a committed relationship? Is it that hard? No. Because why? Women like this, right? They deal with the Chads and Tyrones. They deal with the players and bad boys. This is the thing. I've said this before. Women create their narrative of men in general from dealing with the bad boys, dealing with the small percent of men. That's how they create their narrative, right? It's like this. If a woman had sex or had a bad time with, let's say the high school or college football player, right? Or the star athlete, right? She had a terrible time. He was abusive, violent, whatever. That one man, she had a terrible time, terrible experience with that one man. Then she will say, men are terrible, men are violent, men are abusive, men are cheaters, men are liars. That's what women constantly do. You have one bad experience with one terrible man that you choose, right? That you choose to be with. And then you blame all men. Hell, even you blame some men is ridiculous. It is ridiculous when you only deal with one man, right? When you deal with a small percent of men, and then you say, dating men sucks. No, dating the men you choose sucks. Because those are the men you are attracted to.
100% chance, basically, that a man's going to get off in a sexual relationship with a woman. There's a 0% chance, basically, on the first encounter that a woman is going to get off. So it's just like, why am I here? Why? Like, the risk, if there's no reward in me showing up here. In a dream situation, like, then it's nice when you find a guy who you do have physical chemistry with, who you feel like you can trust, whose personality doesn't fucking like send you over the edge. Like, when you find someone like that and who like doesn't eat food like this and who doesn't put their bare feet on the stool next to the table at a nice restaurant, like, these are all things that have happened to me. And like, from men 20 years old to 50 years old. These are all things that have happened. From being a pizza boy to being a multimillionaire. Like, it's just finding a needle in the haystack. And then you do find one that's kind of normal, and they have you on a hook. Because it is the trenches out here. So they get away with murder. Because the bar is in fucking hell. And it's just so distracting.
This is the thing. That range of men she says, the one thing they have in common is her. This is the thing where women can't understand. The one thing these terrible men have in common is you. You are the common denominator of all these men. You are attracted to them, and you attract them. Plain and simple. So all these supposedly terrible men, which eating like this, putting your feet on things, that's like, oh, God forbid men ate a certain way, right? God forbid men eat a certain way. That gives you the ick, right? God forbid men put their foot on something and it gives you the ick. God forbid. But it just says you are the common denominator, right? You are attracted to terrible men. And this bitterness, right? This bitterness is the bars in hell. This is not a woman that's dating the pizza boy. The lies that women tell you is insane. The lies that women tell other women is insane. You think this is a woman that dates the pizza boy? No.
Takes so much energy out of you, and the only way that you can like not be too emotionally invested is if you date multiple people. But again, finding one person who's worth being around is fucking hard enough. And this is the way that I felt since I was 20 years old. Obviously, when I was 20 years old, I was more easily impressed and like didn't realize how shit people were. And now looking back at it, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a reason I felt that way about these people. And then when you're 20, you have to ward off all these predators left and right. At least I'm aging out of predator age. But
you know, this woman is a great example, right? I've said this before, and I'll say it again. As women age, they become bigger red flags. As women age, they become bigger red flags. The trauma, the bitterness, the jadedness, right? It's unattractive. It's really unattractive. This is the thing where women like this can't attract good men. Women like this cannot attract good men. And this is the thing, right? Like Jerry was saying, right? How more and more like Asian women, or you know, women outside the countries, they see the bitterness. They see the toxicity, right? They see this types of women. The loss of femininity, okay? The loss of, just because you deal with terrible men, right? The trauma, the loss of innocence, the loss of femininity, the loss of being a ladylike, it just ruins you. It makes you unattractive, okay? Especially to men that actually wants a feminine woman, okay? Wants a woman that won't be a headache. And this is the thing. As women age, they only gain more trauma by choice, right? Women only gain more trauma by choice, dealing with the shitty men that they choose to deal with. Yes, the bad attitudes, right? The flat chest. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But yes, the attitude is just, that's the thing. As women age, their attitude just becomes unbearable.
And then men, how dare you ever complain about dating women? Like, all we want is for you to try a little, or we're just good, because our existence, like, on
the absolute bullshit. The absolute bullshit. And saying men can't complain about women. But it's fine that women can complain about men. And all they want is for you to try a little bit. You do not know how many stories I've heard from average good men, saying that their wife literally cheated on them. left them, but said that they were good husbands. That they were husbands that tried. You know, that they were boyfriends that tried. They're boyfriends that did a lot, were good men, yet they still left them, cheated on them, you know, treated them like shit. And I have my own experience, okay? I've said this to you guys before, or I mean maybe some other people, but I literally got a loan, right? Into debt. 10 grand into debt to save my girlfriend's eyes, okay? Because she was going blind. Literally saved her eyesight, okay? Because she was going blind. What did she reward me with? Years of sexless relationship, took my kids away and blocked me, right? Made my life a living hell, right? Destroyed my trust in women, hurt my heart a lot. And I did everything I can for her. I did beyond my best. So I hate this bullshit that women like this talk about. The bar is in low, bro. The bar is in hell. Yet I want a man that's over 6 foot, which is, you know, what, 10% of the population? I want a man that makes 6 figures, which is what, 15% of the population, right? I want a man that's charming, a man that's good looking, a man that's, you know, physically fit, all this shit. But the bar's in hell, right? Yeah. And most average men are asking for, it's just to be good to them, right? That's it. I've said it before. I'm fine with a woman that's like a 5. I'm not asking for a 7, a 6, an 8, or a 9. I'm not. Just be good to me. Just treat me good. That's it. Truly, that's it. I've dated so many ranges of women, right? Looks. All I ask for is just to treat me with love and respect. That's it. And I'm not, it's like, and I pay for dates. I pay for shit. I take care, I provide. But yet, I still get treated like shit. And most men, a lot of men can, yo, thank you for subscribe. Thank you for cash. And most men can agree to that. They're not asking for a lot, but they get nothing.
Honestly, having a man in our life versus not, most of the time not having a man in our lives is like so much more peaceful. We can get ourselves off. We have girlfriends. We have cats and dogs. Like,
cats and dogs. Got cats and dogs. Buy a cat, buy a dog, and die alone. Get out of the dating market. Here's the thing, right? I can say the shit I say, but I'm never going to say all women. I'm not going to say women are terrible, right? I'm not going to say shit because you know what? I don't want to be alone. I don't find it more enjoyable to have a dog or a cat. I don't. But you know what? I'll probably be a passport bro. I'm probably going to be a passport bro because more and more Western women are really irritating. You know, I'll probably turn into a passport bro because it's tiring. It is really tiring. Just to ask a woman to treat you with kindness and respect, it's hard. But here's the thing. I've said this before. I support 100% of women getting out of the dating market, of women being happily single alone, right? She said it. She can get off by herself. She has friends. She has dogs and cats. Great. Awesome. Get out of the dating market. Stop dealing with men. Stop complaining. Stop pushing this propaganda, right, to the world about men. Because that's bullshit. Most men aren't dangerous, right? Most men aren't dangerous. Okay? Most dates don't end in stalking and all this crazy violent shit. Most dates don't. Not saying there's none, but most dates don't. But I hate this bullshit that women want to propagate, want to push out. Dates are dangerous. Dating men are dangerous.
It's just not worth it. And y'all stay hounding us and DM and DM and DM. Every fucking day I get a DM from the same fucking guys who I would be interested in dating. But I'm like, can you do more than a DM? Can you put in a little more effort than that?
What's the effort you're doing? You're not even DMing these men. That's more effort than you are already doing.
I'm going to block you. You're clogging my feed. And then I block them and then I'm the bitch. Like, oh my gosh, you guys are like horseflies. It's so easy to bring just a little bit of something to the table. But you don't need to. Because you have all the power, you have all the resources, and you have all these women who are just begging for this tiniest little crumbs that you can throw these crumbs at, and they'll be like, oh my God, thank you. So take it. Take it. I'm so over it. Like, I'm about to be boy sober. Like, this is exhausting and just humiliating at this point.
I hope so. I really hope so. This is a thing where, honestly, I hope it's a reality, right? I hope. You hear this around. You hear it so much. Single women are the most happiest women around. Great. I'm in all support of people's happiness. If single women are the most happiest women around, please stay single. Please get out of the dating market. Please. Okay? Because this is the thing. This is the thing that a lot of people don't realize. Women like this that stay on the dating market, one, will only hurt good men. Two, only spread bullshit about men. Right? You will spread this propaganda about men, and it only hurts men's image. I hate that shit.
Point. It's no. If you are not kind, sweet, consistent, paying my bills, and obsessed with me and worship me.
Is that the standard she has? That's her bar? That's her try a little bit? This is the thing. Women will tell on themselves. Kind, consistent, pays her bills, obsessed with her. That's her bar in hell. That's her try a little bit. Women will tell on themselves.
I don't fucking want it. This is the age where millionaires, self-made millionaires are popping crumbs that you can throw these crumbs at, and they'll be like, oh my God, thank you. So take it. Take it. I'm so over it. Like, I'm about to be boy sober. Like, this is exhausting and just humiliating at this point. It's no. If you are not kind, sweet, consistent, paying my bills, and obsessed with me and worship me.
Obsessed and worship her. Listening to women is unbelievable. Listening to women is absolutely unbelievable. It's like, one minute she says, just try a little bit. The next minute she says, worship her. Pay her bills. This is the thing where women are hypocrites. Yeah, Blue. Yeah, Blue.
I don't fucking want it. This is the age where millionaires, self-made millionaires are popping up left and right, and most of them are women. Unless you are treating...
That's a lie. That is absolutely a lie. Millionaire men are still outpacing women. Okay? Unless you include divorcees, right? And I think Forbes or whatever, the majority of women that are millionaires are divorcees. Most women that became millionaires, they became millionaires through divorce. So really, that bullshit is bullshit.
Me like a fucking queen, I don't want it. That is my declaration. Fuck off. I will focus on making my own money. If your dumbass can do it, my dumbass can do it. Thank you. Oh, and one more thing, and maybe I'm a lesbian. I don't think I am, because I love men. I'm very attracted to men. but the majority of you guys are fucking ugly.
Majority of men are ugly. Majority of men are ugly.
You're ugly. Even if you're decent looking, we're really making some concessions. We're
Seriously. This average ass woman. This is the thing what I'm saying, right? This is the problem. The simp men, the players, the bad boys, okay? And then there's validating women on these women that validate other women online. Say you're 10. She's average as shit. Okay? At best, maybe a 6 with makeup. I think it's sickening. I honestly think it's sickening. Yeah, 5. Maybe a 6 with makeup on. But it's like, this is the problem. Right? The attitude. With the attitude, she's a 3 in my opinion. This attitude. But this is the problem, right? This is the problem where this is why I'm in support of Manosphere, of men's content, because it's waking up more and more men, right? Because look at this, right? It is the simps and it's the players and bad boys that validate these women, because again, these men, one, either simp, they worship these women because they can't get anything else, or they have no self-respect, okay? Or it's the players and bad boys because again, these men will see that, oh, she's a pump and dump opportunity, so I'm going to lie to her. I don't give a shit about other men, right? I don't give a shit if these women are making other men suffer, because this is the pump and dump opportunity, right? So I'm going to validate this woman's egos and prop it up. Say she's a 10. Say she's amazing. All these men are shitty. You are right, right? So I can pump and dump without caring, right? How women like this will make the next man suffer, right? That's why I care about. That's why I love and care about men's content, because it's waking up a lot of men, right? A lot of men, good men, are gaining self-respect. They're getting out of their simphood, right? Because I've been there. I've been the simp. I've been the fool, okay? But this men's content is waking up a lot of men, right? Where a lot of men are gaining self-respect. Where I ain't dealing with this bullshit. I ain't dealing with this woman that's average, right? I ain't dealing with that because I have self-respect. I don't need this shit. Yes, I know whether I know, right? I'm better than this shit. And I will get better. I will find better. Because again, the world is bigger than it is for Western women, right? The world is bigger than what we have with Western women.
really being generous. Like, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. Maybe I'm lesbian. I don't know. I love men. Some of my favorite artists are men. Some of my favorite authors are men. Some of my favorite musicians. I love your work. You've made some great stuff. I don't hate men, but
what in this whole thing that she said, it seems like she doesn't give off the hate of men, right? Absolute bullshit. Fine, listen to, men's, I don't know, music, men's art, whatever. Great. Get out of the fucking dating scene, please.
y'all aren't. They don't make them like they used to make them. Very uninteresting.
Don't make them how they used to make them. Do you think you are like the women of old?
Very uninspired. Really, I think Korn is like really bludgeoning you on the head, and just taking whatever little personality you had left in your cranium completely out of it. That's what.
What in this whole video? Okay, what did she say that didn't make her seem like she hated men? Right? What did she say that didn't seem like she hated men?
I think something's happening to you neurologically. Okay. Dating for men.
I'm tired of this bullshit. It's like really this, right? Where women will talk so much about misogyny, yet they don't realize the misandry, right? They don't realize the constant spewing of hate. They don't, right? And this is the thing: it's social media. This crap you push around spreads to other women because you can look in our comment section. A whole lot of women agree. A whole lot of women feel the same way. This is the spread of hate towards men. And you know what? It is what it is, right? We all know the world hates men. The world hates average men. That's how it is, right? No one cares about average men. Plain and simple. I've been there. I've done that. I know it, right? No one cares, right? Again, another reason why I created this channel. Because I wanted to show average men I do care. Right? I do care. Because I wanted to show that, you know what? Average men will always have a voice on my platform. Right? On my channel. I hope I can speak or learn from other average men. Right? Speak on average men's viewpoints. Or, you know, learn from other average men. But this is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. What do you guys think? Women. That's most of the world. Average men. Yet no one cares. No one cares about average men. They will use and abuse average men, right? But no one cares. Yeah, that is what it is. So here's another clip, right? It's pretty short. I saw it and it just got me thinking, right? This is a thing where women seem to never understand, right? Just like the other women. It's the men you choose. Yo, DW, thank you. Thank you, right? I'm so happy that I just hit 3K, right? You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing for all the support. I love it. Right? I love you guys. You guys are amazing. But yeah, this is the thing where women can't understand. It is who you choose. And sadly, women are terrible at choosing men. Women are terrible at choosing men. Okay? And then, because of their poor decisions, right? Poor judgment in character, they blame all men for it. They blame all men for it. And exactly why I say, as women age, they become bigger red flags. Because again, that choosing skill, that vetting skill, doesn't get better. Sadly, right? Their women's vetting skills, women's choosing skills, women's judgment of character does not get better over time, right? It doesn't. Because if you guys watch my Kendra G reactions, sadly, it's shown that it doesn't get better with age. So, I wanted to just react to this and talk to this about a little bit, right? So this woman we'll talk about. She's cute. She seems nice, but she's a good example of what I wanted to talk about.
Hi, my name is Tilly, and my ex-boyfriend tried to fuck my sister on my 24th birthday, and I bought Charlie Sour Gummy Worms. Hey, I'm Tilly, and my ex-boyfriend hit me in the face, and while my nose was gushing blood, the cops were called and he got a court-ordered restraining order. And I bought pink Starburst gummies. Oh. Hey, my name is Tilly, and a few years ago I went on a date with a guy I met through Bumble, and I woke up drunk to him trying to insert things in certain places, and he stole my AirPods. And I bought gummy bears. Hey, I'm Tilly, and I witnessed my friend OD inside the club, and I had probably one of the worst panic attacks in my life, which resulted in PTSD. And I brought Sour Patch Kids. Hi,
So she's pretty much just trauma dumping, right? She's trauma dumping. But this trauma dumping is what gave me this thought process, right? Where one, women are terrible at choosing men. And sadly, it doesn't get better over time. Women don't really gain a whole lot of wisdom with time, right? Women don't gain a lot of wisdom with time and experience. They're not like men, right? So that's the sad part. That's the sad part, where she seems like a nice woman, right? She talks very soft, very feminine, but she seems nice. But this is the thing. She's broken. She's broken. Okay? And this is the sad part. Because of her choices in life, she has become a broken woman. Women like this, and I've been there, right? Maybe this is my own, right? My own problems, where I've always wanted to. This is the danger, right? The danger of the Disney effect, right? The princess, where I don't know about you guys, but in my mind, I've always think about, I want to be the knight in shining armor. I want to be the man to save that princess, right? So I've gotten with a lot of broken women. I've gotten with a lot of broken women in my past. A lot. And I can tell you this, it's not a good thing, right? It has become a detriment to me, because getting with a lot of broken women, trying to save all these women, has pretty much broken me a lot of times, right? Or made me jaded, made me bitter, whatever. But that's the point. That's the problem. That's the thing where, yes, she may seem nice, but that's the red flag. Because all the shit she's gone through has destroyed her, right? And sadly, I don't believe in therapy. Sadly, women don't really self-improve well, okay? Because again, the high likelihood of her picking the next bad man is quite high, okay? The likelihood of her picking her next partner most likely will be another bad man, right? And that's the thing. That's the sad part, that we have to realize that broken women will just break you. Okay? I've been there and I've done that. And it's a really sad thing. But at the end of the day, we have to understand, people make choices. They choose these type of people, right? It's a sad thing that she chose these men. It really is. And that's the thing, right? She might be on antidepressant, because I think another statistic, like 1 in 4 women are on some kind of drug, right? Some kind of antidepressants. So it's a messed up world, and a lot of it is women mentally. So let's kind of break this down.
My name is Tilly, and my ex-boyfriend tried to fuck my sister on my 24th birthday, and I brought Charlie Sour Gummy Worms. Hey, I'm Tilly, and my ex-boyfriend hit me in the face, and while my nose was gushing blood, the cops were called and he got a court-ordered restraining order.
Now, I'm assuming that all these men are different men, but that's the thing I said, right? Why I say it's a red flag about the women that they are, it's a red flag about the men that women attract and are attracted to. Okay, this is the example of why I say it's a red flag. Broken women. It's sad. I mean, like, hell, I would want to save her, right? Because this is the thing. A lot of men have grown up thinking that they need to be the prince, right? They need to be the prince, the knight in shining armor, to save women. But that's a detriment to men, right? The men that are trying to save women are the men that will be the ones who need saving.
And
This is the thing. She has a history of picking bad men. That's why it matters, right? That's why body count matters, because it shows you what kind of history you have. And she has a history of picking terrible men.
Pink Starburst gummies. Oh. Hey, my name is Tilly, and
Yeah, yeah. It's always the toxic man that gets sex in relationships.
a few years ago I went on a date with a guy I met through Bumble, and I woke up drunk to him trying to insert things,
This is the thing where this woman had no male guidance. I've said this. I'm honestly in belief of this. Women should not look for guidance from other women. Because here's the thing. I would have told her, right? If I was a friend of hers, or a brother, or a father, or whatever of hers, I would have told her, why would you go on a date, first date, drinking with a man? I honestly don't think, in my opinion, women shouldn't do that. Women should not go on drinking alcohol drinking date with a man first dates. No, right? Especially, I mean, it's very short. Her story is very short, right? Practically quick, but to the point where you could get drunk. I mean, here's the thing where he must have slipped or something. It's that's the thing where it's kind of sad, where those are the men you're attracted to. It's like it's a consistent pattern, and that's why I said the next man she'll probably get with is another terrible man. Right? The sad part, right? She has shown consistently, right? Yeah, she probably, I don't know, maybe ended up and got in the guy's house, and the guy's, that's,
places, and he stole my AirPods. And I bought gummy bears.
And I gotta admit, all the tattoos, you can see the trauma. You can see the trauma.
Hey, I'm Tilly, and I witnessed my friend OD inside the club, and I had probably one of the worst panic attacks in my life, which resulted in PTSD.
Even the friends she surrounds herself with are toxic, because they go to a point where they can OD. I'm sorry. That's the people you surround yourself. I'm sad, right? She's a poor little thing, but honestly, there's accountability. I'm sorry, women surround themselves with toxicity, right? Women constantly surround themselves with toxicity.
And I bought Sour Patch Kids.
And that's the thing, right? Where that's the sad part, where women don't understand the choices they make in life. That it hurts. It will hurt them. Yeah, her tattoos are a representation of her red flags. Because in all honesty, I'm not saying it's all, right? But a lot of women that gets a lot of tattoos, they are broken. They've been through trauma, okay? So it's a good representation of kind of their brokenness. So I just wanted to show this because it's a good example of what this is a good example of many things I've said, right? How I said as women age, they become bigger red flags, because again, the trauma makes women bitter, jaded, hard to deal with, chaotic, toxic, okay? And then who they surround themselves with, who they are attracted to, who they attract is a red flag, because again, it's a good indicator, good representation of what type of women they are. So yeah, I use this I think as a good example of the things I've been saying. So it's sad, but yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Yo, Alvi, thanks for stopping by. I always love when you stop by, okay, bro? Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good time with your family. Okay, so this is another video, right? It's a short video. I wanted to react to it. I know a little bit. I mean, I know the video. I just want to say that this is a good example of women are terrible at choosing men. Literally terrible at choosing men, right? This is a thing where they constantly choose men that they will complain about, right? They will choose the men that will damage them. Choose the men that will. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Kendra G reaction in a little bit. Yeah, I probably I change it up, right? Do a little bit Kendra G maybe towards the end, so that'll be fun, right? Change it up a little bit, but yeah. So I want to react to this.
A man will find little ways to show you that he hates your guts. Example, I was dating this guy, and one time we were on the phone, and I mentioned that I thought it was cute when couples matched. He was like, oh no, I hate that match and shit. You're not gonna get me to do that match and shit. I thought that was a little weird, but okay, whatever. Fast forward, we go on this little weekend trip to DC. And I'm in the bathroom doing my makeup. I had on this black dress. He walks in. I notice he has on a black shirt and black jeans. So I say, oh, we match. That man walks out of that bathroom and changes his clothes. And not only does he change his clothes, but we're only there for a quick little weekend trip. So he put on the same clothes he had on yesterday because he did not want to match me that bad. And it's not even like I had matching prints for us to wear. It's not like it was the outfit that I picked out for us. We were both just wearing all black, which is very common. But he hated my guts that bad that he did not want to match with me. And he wore a worse and dirty outfit because of it. A man will find little ways to show you that he hates your...
Not a man. You know, this is the thing, right? It's a man that you choose. A man that you choose. A man that you wanted. A man that you dated. That's the thing. Women need to make the distinctions. The men that they choose. The man that they choose to be with. This is the insanity. Men don't, right? If this is the insanity, right? If women are choosing men that will hate their guts, you chose poorly, right? You chose poorly. And I can never understand, right? To be in a relationship that either party will hate each other is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, the man for sure probably was a Chad or Tyrone, right? He sees this woman as just a lay. Just a lay. This woman is just a pump and dump, right? A good time, not a long time.
Guts. Example, I was dating this guy, and one time we were on the phone, and I mentioned that I thought it was cute when couples matched. He was like, oh no, I hate that match and shit. You're not gonna get me to do that match and shit. I thought that was a little weird, but okay, whatever. Fast forward, we go on this little weekend trip to DC. And I'm in the bathroom doing my makeup. I had on this black dress.
And yeah, she probably was trying to claim him. And this is the thing, just dating. Probably situationship, which a lot of women are going through, right? You weren't good enough to be in a relationship. He only see you as a situationship. That's the thing where a lot of women aren't talking about. The situationship, the talking stage, where you're probably letting him hit it, okay? This is the thing where women don't understand. They are getting with men that don't want them. Women are getting with men that don't want them, that don't like them, but only see them as a good lay, right? As better than my hand. That's the thing where women don't see it. Women like this are delusional. You got with a man that will just wants to lay with you, just wants to have sex with you, right? He hates your guts, as she's saying, right? But he sees you better than just his hand.
He walks in. I notice he has on a black shirt and black jeans. So I say, oh, we match. That man walks out of that bathroom and changes his clothes. And not only does he change his clothes, but we're only there for a quick little weekend trip. So he put on the same clothes he had on yesterday because he did not want to match me that bad. And
that's true. I think she has a very ghetto mentality. Okay, that's the thing, right? This is the thing, the insanity of it. Women like this will rather reject the good man that will give her a relationship, that will love her and respect her. Women like this will reject the good guy and rather go in a situationship with the bad men, right? With the Chads, with the Tyrones, right? They will rather be in a situationship with the terrible men than actually be in a good relationship, right? With a nice guy, right? With a guy that respects them, that loves them, that wants to be with them, that will, hell, even worship them, that will even simp for them. They will rather be with a man that treats them like shit than a man that would simp for them. Yeah.
Not even like I had matching prints for us to wear. It's not like it was an outfit that I picked out for us. We were both just wearing all black, which is very common. But he hated my guts that bad that he did not want to match with me. And he wore a worse and dirty outfit because of it.
And I guarantee you, she's still seeing him after that. I guarantee you, she still let him hit after that. Guarantee you. Right? I guarantee you, she still continued. Right? That's the thing. That's the insanity. Hated your guts, but yet you let him hit that night. I guarantee that. This is why, right? I've said this countless times. I have no sympathy for women in the dating market. Because again, they rather be with men that hates their guts than be with good men that will love them. It's a fact, right? Women rather be with men that hate their guts than be with men that would love them. Because the men that will love them, respect them, treasure them, are boring. They're squares. They're corny. But the men, right? The men that will hate their guts, they're good in bed. You know, they're charming. They talk a good game. They're tall, right? They know how to manipulate their feelings, right? Yeah, that's the insanity of women, right? And again, this is why I don't sympathize with women in the dating market. Because like I said, for a man that hates your guts, you still let him dig it out, right? For a man that hated your guts, you still let him dig out your guts anyway. Ooh. That was a good line. That was a good line, wasn't it? I think that was a good line. What do you guys think? I think that was a good line, right? Let me say it again. For a man that hated your guts, you still let him dig out your guts anyway, right? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. What do you guys think? I thought that was a pretty good line, you know? Mystic, you're probably right. Here's a little bit of a change in pace, right? I've said this before, right? One of the things I hate the most is pandering men, right? I hate that the most. I hate these pandering ass men, the panda bears, right? I hate these panda bears. I really do. Like, absolutely detest these types of men to my core, right? I mean, like, I absolutely hate these types of men. But let's watch this out.
To all the Asian men that always comment Oxford study and bash Asian women for dating white men, As an Asian man, I'm going to say this. It is our fault as Asian men why Asian women don't want us. Here's why. First of all, Asian culture is just super patriarchal and misogynistic. Now, it's not as bad in the Philippines, but in Confucian countries like East Asian countries, Asian families are literally brought up to be patriarchal and misogynistic because there are clear gender roles. That's why women are so fetishized and objectified there, and why they're treated so poorly there, especially by their husbands, let alone their fathers. Speaking of fathers, and also speaking of Confucianism, Asian culture is just not fun. It's so stressful because of the toxic work culture, perfectionism. Like, I can really sympathize with these Asian women not wanting to date Asian men, because when I was younger, I didn't want to date Filipino women because I really hated my culture back then. I was so jealous of white kids being allowed to have fun, while us Asians, we had to study a lot, go to Kumon, do Taekwondo, take piano and violin lessons, make our families look proud, and be our family's retirement plan. So yeah, as an Asian woman, why wouldn't you want to leave that culture? And because Asian families are so strict, they literally beat the confidence out of you. They beat the insecurity and shame into you. And then what happens? You become insecure. You become weak, soft, beta, a people pleaser, a doormat. Because being confident in America is considered being rude in East Asia, while being respectful in East Asia is considered being a pushover in America. And I could go on about the red pill talking points on how, women don't want beta males and whatever. But I think that speaks for itself why Asian women don't want Asian men. To all the Asian men.
Here's the thing, right? I think it's ridiculous where any man blames man, right? Any man blames the decisions of women on men is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, right? I think it's disgusting for any man that will blame the decisions of women on men. Okay? This is a thing where I've seen it where, this is a thing where a lot of men, this is why I say men don't even care about men. If you guys see my other videos, right, where I've talked about the struggles of black men. I've talked about the struggles of all men, okay? But this is a thing where I always hate it when other men hate on men. Here's the thing, right? I mean, whether he max out his looks, it's cool, right? It's understandable. But this is the thing where I hate personality. My thing is that the mindset, I think this kind of mindset for any man is disgusting, in my opinion. I really do think the mindset of men like this is disgusting. Because instead of encouraging, supporting, and pushing other men to do the best, to be the best version of themselves, you put the blame on men. Right? It's men's fault why women do something. Right? It's men. Obviously, women are dating white men. Asian women are dating white men or black men because of, I don't know, other men. Because God forbid, white men don't fetishize Asian women. God forbid, black men don't fetishize Asian women. It's like that. The reasonings are nonsensical, right? Absolutely ridiculous. All right, let's break it down.
That always comment Oxford study and bash Asian women for dating.
I'll say this, right? I'm not into bashing, right? Pure insult, pure vitriol of women or something like that. I don't really do like that, right? I'm not like out here trying to really degrade women, but this is the thing where sometimes you got to understand the mentality, okay? Here's the thing. I don't know if other Asian brothers are watching, but dating statistics, Asian men are at the bottom, which it is what it is, right? This is the thing where I do not cry about reality. It is what it is. People in general, not even Asian women, not just Asian women, right? Women in general don't view Asian men all that special. It is what it is. But here's the thing. Surprisingly, I've dated predominantly black women. Okay, I've dated outside my race. It's not necessarily by choice. I didn't know that. I didn't know specifically Indian men. I thought it was just Asian people and Asian men in general. I didn't know that. But that is interesting. But here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, it's just, I just never like it, right? When we just blame men instead of, how about thinking, digging deeper? I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. That's interesting.
White men. As an Asian man, I'm going to say this. It is our fault as Asian men why Asian women don't want us. Here's why. First of all, Asian culture is just super patriarchal and misogynistic. Now, it's not as bad in the...
This is ridiculous. Because name a culture that don't have men at the top. I mean, like, we have Western women calling, Western countries patriarchal. It's like, really, you can't, that's the world we live in. And this is the thing, right? Men aren't at the top, right? A select few men. Average men aren't doing better, right? I did not know that.
Philippines. But in Confucian countries like East Asian countries, Asian families are literally brought up to be patriarchal and misogynistic because there are clear gender roles. That's why women are so fetishized.
But this is also the ridiculousness of it. There are gender roles in the U.S. I mean, women. There are people that confer to gender roles. It's like,
and objectified there, and why they're treated so poorly there, especially by their husbands, let alone their fathers. Speaking of fathers,
also to blame. This is the thing. To blame Western. I mean, like, women in the Philippines or women in other countries aren't dating outside their race because that's not outside their race. This man is conflating two different countries, right? It's really Americanized or Western Asian women, right? It's different because Asian men aren't living in Asian countries. These are Westernized Asian men that are talking about the Oxford study shit. So really, this man is really not thinking it through.
and also speaking of Confucianism, Asian culture is just not fun. It's so stressful because of the toxic work culture, perfectionism.
And here's the thing, right? Why does it have to be fun? I think this is the part where this man is misguided. Because here's the thing where in the West, right? Those ideology have pushed Asian families to the top of earnings. Because if you look at yearly earnings for groups of people, Asians, right, of all different kind of nationalities have always, ranked at the top. Right? That's because of culture. So really, I in my opinion, this is my personal opinion, as an Asian man myself, I honestly hate the Asian people that disrespect their culture. I really do. I really do, because I'm in all support of community. Because this is the thing where I love building this channel, because I'm trying to create my own community, and I absolutely abhor people that disrespect their community. I really do. Because I think it's sad that in this day and age, they're so individualistic. You don't care about the next man. You don't care about the other man. You don't care to support anybody but yourself. Okay? I'm always willing to support my brothers in arms, right? I'm always willing to support my brothers that are struggling, right? I'm always have good things to say. I will always give advice or be a shoulder to cry on. I hate people who push out individualistic mindset. I really do. Because we don't have a community anymore. So many people don't care about each other. And I think it's sickening.
Like, I can really sympathize with these Asian women not wanting to date Asian men because when I was younger, I didn't want to date Filipino women because I really hated my culture back then. I was so jealous of white kids being allowed to have fun while
What does that have to do? Like, white kids having fun. What does that have to do with you dating a Filipino woman? That's you know what this the whole birth rate in Japan thing, honestly, in the whole Asia thing is, in my opinion, it is the increase in feminism, right? It is now more women are jumping into the working market. It is pretty much because the U.S. is suffering from a birth rate decline as well, because again, it is the feminism where more women are marrying late in their life and they're having kids later in their life. And when you have kids later in your life, you're not gonna be able to have a lot of kids, right? That's the thing where more and more women are focusing on career. They're focusing on their career. They're getting into the work world, and because of that, they are pushing relationships and families to the back burners. We're having that more and more in the West as well. You know, I think our birth rate isn't great as well in the West, in the U.S. So yeah. Well, Elon Musk is trying to prevent that themselves. I think the man's on 10 kids now.
us Asians, we had to study a lot, go to Kumon, do Taekwondo, take piano and violin lessons, make our
Yeah. Okay. Great. It's like to give you a what? This is the thing where I'm sorry. A lot of people are so ungrateful. Right? I'm not saying that it's not hard, right? Yes, Asian families, Asian culture can go to a bit of an extreme, but again, it's extreme to push you to be the best version of yourself, to succeed in life, to make yourself out to be something, right? Like it's to give you skills, to give you like hobbies, to push you to be the best version of yourself. And then men like this complain about it. It's really, really idiotic, right? To succeed so you can improve in life, right? To get to a place that, you know what? This is the problem, right? A lot of men, especially in the West, they have no purpose, right? They have a lot of men. I hear this story. I hear this so much, right? Where we have a lot of men have no purpose in life. They don't know what to do. They have no drive. They have no goals. They have no dreams. They have no purpose. They achieve nothing. Okay, and I kind of been there, right? I did nothing with my life. I had no savings to my name. Money was going nowhere. I mean, like a lot of young men, a lot of men are going through that. They have no purpose. They have no drive. They have no stability. And men like this, right? The idiotic men like this are feeding into it. Because this is the thing where shit like that is a good thing, right? Develop kind of music skills. Go into self-defense. You know, you can exercise, all this shit, right? Improve your mindset, right? Education, whatever, books, whatever, to improve yourself. Be the best version of yourself. Honestly, only in the last few years, maybe five years, where I'm purely focusing on improving myself, on getting my finances in order, my mindset in order, and everything. Not a lot of men are doing that.
families look proud and be our family's retirement plan. So yeah, as an Asian woman, why wouldn't you want to leave that culture? And because Asian families are so strict, they literally beat the confidence out of you. They beat the insecurity and shame into you. And then what happens? You become insecure. You become weak, soft, beta, a people pleaser.
That's not really. They're not beating you to be what? That's not it. I'm sorry, right? His parents did fail him, right? His parents did fail him. But here's the thing, right? The world has also failed him. The world has also failed him, where his mindset is just really shit. His mindset is really terrible.
A doormat, because being confident in America is considered being rude in East Asia, while being respectful in East Asia is considered being a pushover in America. And I could go on about the red pill talking points on how, women don't want beta males and whatever. But I think that speaks for itself why Asian women don't want Asian men. To all the Asian...
I mean, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, but I just, I just find it really disheartening, right? Where we're not understanding the struggles of men, we're just pushing it, right? We're just pushing that ideology, and I don't know. I'm tired of it, but I don't know. I just wanted to share this a little bit. It was ridiculous, but I could go in deeper, but it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, let's go to the next one. Let's yeah. Let's do let's do a Kendra G reaction. Just society will crumble if men don't work. Society will crumble.
You ready?
All right, so let's end out the stream on a Kendra G reaction video. Probably gonna be interesting. Let's check it out.
Yes, Kendra, I'm ready.
Have you been here before?
No, I was trying to go live with you on Facebook. It said could not connect. That was a couple
What
weeks
was
ago.
that? Your Facebook be acting up, child. Glenda, where you calling me from, love?
Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Maryland. How old are you?
I am 39 years old.
39. What you do for a living?
I'm an IT specialist. I also do some independent courier contract work, and I also have a business and personal injuries.
Okay, so you're IT specialist and a business and personal injuries, and what else?
Independent contract courier.
Independent contracts. Okay, you have any kids?
Yes, I have 2 kids.
How old are your 2 kids?
My son is 6 and my daughter is 10.
Okay, both by the same man?
Yes, by my ex-husband. Yes.
Ex-husband. When did you get divorced?
That was June 2022. Yes.
June 2022. Okay. Why'd you get divorced? Be nosy.
Oh, it was just a terrible situation. I couldn't name, I can no longer name anything good that was happening in my marriage. Very insecure, very controlling. I feel like I was just a mother and just a wife. I couldn't enjoy myself as a friend. When you start to feel like work is a vacation and you're excited to go work, and when you go home, you dread it. That's how you know the marriage was over.
I think she says she's 39. Here's the thing, right? Controlling, insecure, all that shit. Okay. It's like, and you gave this man 2 kids, married him. It's like, what is left? It's like, what do you think is out there for you? These type of women can't understand that, you know what, you chose these men. You chose to commit to these men. Stay with these men. You chose them. You gave them kids, you married them, you gave them years of your youth. It's like, yeah, it's like women, honestly, is like, women's value do not go up over time. It doesn't. They, like I've said, it's not just beauty, right? It's not just youth. It's also personality. It gets worse, right? Their personality, their attitude, their way of life, their standards, their views of life, it gets worse. It makes them harder to deal with in the dating market. So your value in men's eyes does not get better with age, right?
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So we got Glenda in Maryland, right?
Yes. Yes.
Maryland, 39, IT specialist, business, personal. You got a lot of jobs, child. Mom of 2 kids by her ex-husband. What kind of man
Yes.
you looking for now?
Oh, I mean, just the issue is just supposedly secure, controlling. She was just unhappy. She had no she's like, she wanted to be a friend.
Oh, baby.
I am looking for a professional man, someone that's loving, caring, someone that can make me feel like I'm safe. That's what I prefer to have. Someone that's probably on the same financial bracket as me. That would be preferably
Oh, we got there
something that would
fast.
be good.
What is that financial bracket?
At least 100,000 a year.
100,000 a year. So
Yeah.
if he made 70K, don't reach out to you.
Not really interested. I know that there's a difference when it becomes, a man might have more debt, making 100,000 than 75,000, but I'm just comfortable with 100,000 because I make more than that. So I'm not trying to, deal with men that make less because I have experience, and I don't have good experience with men that make less than me.
What's the experience with men that make less than you?
Interesting. I mean, her attractive. I mean, again, at best, it's a 5, right? That's her. I mean, I could be more harsh, but I would say at best she's a 5. So this is the thing: women that are a 5 at best, being very kind, thinking that they qualify for men that makes over 6 figures. Yeah, I don't. Those 6 figures alone, right? 6 figures alone is already a well above average man. Well above average man. Okay? Money alone. I mean, like, I'm being nice, right? I'm being nice. But yeah. So this is the thing where women understand. I've said this before. Once you reach a certain, I don't know, age or life point, whatever, certain women should just stay out of the dating market. Right? Unless, let's say this, right? Unless she's going for a man that's 50, 60, 70, okay, go really, like, where, you know what, those type of men may reach her tax bracket but have less options because they're so old, then okay, makes sense. But really, men that ran around her age and at the tax bracket, they can get the 29-year-old. Right? They can get younger. They can get women that will be on their program. Right? Because this is the thing where women can't understand. Men that make a certain amount of money, they don't need a partner. They don't need a partner. They need someone that will, contribute to their life. Right? Contribute to their life. To be an asset to their life. Men that are at a certain tax bracket, they want women to contribute, to be an asset to their life. That's plain and simple. Okay? Or, I mean, and this is the thing, to be an asset to your life, those are the women that these men will commit to. Or you're just good for the beauty, right? You're just good for the pump and dump. Plain and simple.
Well, they like to talk about, providing 50-50, and you might go 50-50. Then over the years, slowly the 50-50 will turn to me doing 100 and that man doing 0. So that's why I prefer a man to make, as much money as me, and probably a man that is a provider, even though I can provide for myself and very independent. That would be something that would be more ideal.
So was your ex-husband, was he the guy you described the first time, or is he a provider? Was he a provider?
No, the first time. Yeah, someone that would like to go 50-50. And I used to be okay with doing 50-50 as well. But it's just that a man has to be able to keep up with 50.
You have to think. That's who you qualify for. It's like, this is the thing where women throw out this. I've said this before. Having a provider man is a luxury that most women cannot afford. Having a provider man, Harry Carey glasses. Yeah. Having a provider man is a luxury that most women cannot afford. Most women don't qualify for. The man that did 50-50 with you, or the man that you married, the man you had 2 kids with, well, that's the man you qualify for.
50 instead of slowly going down to 0.
Okay. So now your ideal will be a provider. So in that case, a man that pays all the bills?
No, he doesn't have to pay all the bills. He can pay the majority of the bills.
Majority. Okay, so that's what you're seeking now.
Yes, it could be.
So you want to pay the majority bill, and in return you get a average to below average woman with 2 kids older that won't get on your program, that will probably bring you chaos. That's pretty, Jerry, that's decent, right? 50, right? 50K, right? 50K is the medium average earning for most men. So at 27, you making 60K? I think you are on a good track, okay? A good track. It gets better with age, right? It only gets better with age. And at 27, in your 20s, being slightly above average is pretty decent, right? I like that.
More than 50. It could be like 60-40, something like that. I just don't want to do 50-50 again.
Okay, so you got to pay more than 50.
Yes.
She'll do 60-40, but she ain't doing half.
Exactly.
Anything else?
Exactly. I just want a man that is very respectful. And also I can't deal with a man that disrespects his mother, because that's just a reflection of how he treat me.
No man that disrespects his mother. Okay, what about your deal breakers besides that?
Oh, besides that, I would say a man that smokes. I'm allergic to smoke, so I really can't deal with that. A man that probably has more than 2 baby mothers. A man that has dirty hands. Like, I can't really take that. And a man that's really not a people person, because I'm definitely a people person. I'm like the life of the party. So preferably it will have to be someone that has a personality to me, someone that won't.
Just stay alone, right? I mean, you basically want to date yourself, right? This woman basically wants to date herself. Sadly, just be by yourself. It's like, this is the thing where I don't understand women, right? If you are so happy on your own, right? You're so amazing. You're so happy on your own. Happy single woman, right? Be by yourself. Because here's the thing where it doesn't benefit women to be on the dating market. Because one, you will only gain more trauma. Because sadly, women like this will only attract toxic men. Will only attract the men that will want to lie to her and then use her and leave her. And then you just get worse, right? You just get worse. You get more traumatized. You get more bitter. You get more jaded. You get worse with age. Okay, so I'm on all support that women should just stay single.
Think that I'm just doing too much or need to sit down. I have a lot of energy, so I'm just tired right now, but I have a lot of energy. I giggle a lot. Sometimes people say I giggle at things that's really not funny, but I don't mean to. I don't mean to be like that. It's kind of like you got to make lemonade with lemon. So that's how I see life.
Now, should he look a certain way?
I'm 5'10", so I would prefer a man that's 5'10" or taller. I have dated a guy that's shorter, but I just prefer to look up. But other than that, physically, I don't really have anything else besides I prefer him to be taller.
Okay, be taller. She wants a taller man.
Yeah.
Now we already got to the money question, which is make at least 100K.
Yes.
100K. She's 5'10", so most likely she wants a man around 6. It's like these women they are naming above average men. It's like you are no different. Like, there are 29-year-olds. 29-year-olds. This woman is 39. Probably a big girl too. There are 29-year-old women that want the same man. There are women without kids that want the same man.
Yes.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay, let me see if I can set something up really quickly. Okay, hopefully this works.
Okay. All right. Ooh, yeah.
She's a chunky one. She's a chunky one.
See you, girl.
This is the thing, right? She's a chunky one, right? Bald head, chunky. Mystic, you're crazy. This is the thing, right? Honestly, women's careers have gotten to their heads. Women's careers have gotten to their heads. Probably has a waist trainer. This is the thing where I think it's sad, right? Where women's career in life think that now they qualify for the same type of man that they are, right? In sad reality, men don't care. Men don't care. I've said this before. Yes, do men like it if you have a job? Yeah. So you don't, they're not asking for a leech. Do men like it that you have hobbies, that you like your job, whatever, right? Yes, men like it that you work. Men aren't asking you to, be jobless and a leech. No. But men are not more attracted to you because you have a career, because you make 100K. That doesn't make a man attracted to you, because men don't benefit from it. Okay? What makes a man attracted to you is your looks. I'm sorry. Right? I don't believe a man that's 6 foot and above, a man that makes 6 figures, a man that's charming, probably good looking, all these other qualities that she probably want, will find this attractive, especially for long-term commitment. I mean, yes, this like honestly, I'll be cruel. She's a 3, right? She's a 3. Looks wise, she's a 3. You add in the age, you add in 2 kids, you add in a divorcee. I mean, you add in the high expectation. She's a 2 or 3, and that's not just looks. It's just her expectations. This is the thing where women don't understand. Your looks are average at best, kind of below average, but your standards are above average. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I'm a plus size woman, so.
Okay. So, Glenda, when was your last relationship?
I haven't been in a relationship since my divorce, June 2022.
Oh, so when you were talking about the experience with the guy that made less, you're basically just talking about your ex-husband.
No, it's actually involved with probably 3 different men in total, probably when I made more. I had been in a situationship after my ex-husband, but I don't consider that a relationship.
Situationship. This is the thing where women can't understand. She's screwed. Yes. That is what she qualifies for. She either qualified for the man that the man that she married, who she thinks is below her, or she qualifies for situationships. We need to give women a wake-up call, right? The wake-up call. I'm sorry, you are average to below average. You do not qualify for the men that you're asking for. If you wanted these men, you should have done it when you were younger, in your prime. You are asking for men essentially at their prime, right? You're asking for men at their best, while what are these men getting? You at your worst. These men at their best are getting you at your worst. Your career, your money, your bank account does not make you at your best, right? It doesn't make you more attractive to men. It doesn't. That's the sad reality that women need to wake up from. How much money you make does not make you more attractive, okay? Because here's the thing. Even this woman who makes, she said, over 100K, still asking for a provider. Still asking for a man for she can go 60-40, right? To pay the majority of the bills. A woman, right? A woman that makes over 100K is still asking for a provider. So no fucking duh. Men that makes a certain amount of money don't give a shit how much you make, because you still expect the man to provide. So really, your money means nothing. And yeah, who got it? Here's the thing, right? Let's not kid men being men. A lot of men will see that, you know what, it's better than my hand. That's the saying that I hear, right? That's the saying that a lot of men think about. Even getting with a below average woman, if she gives him easy access, he will take it.
Never made it to the relationship level.
Got you. Now let me ask you this, just curious. Have you ever dated a man that makes your salary requirement?
No, I actually I was with my husband for almost 10 years. The relationship before that was 11 years, and I'm 39.
So let me just play. I'm not saying that this would happen, but let's just say, because you're telling me you never made it a man that made 100K or more.
And that shows you that you don't know this man. This is the thing. You don't know what the man that you want, what he wants. And I'm sorry, he won't want you. The men that these women want, they don't want them, right? And the sad, this is the sad reality. Women don't give a shit what men want. They say, oh, I want a 6 foot man, I want a 6-figure man, I want a 6-pack man, but you don't care what these men want. You don't care. You don't know, you don't care. And then you wonder why at 39, at 49, at 59, you're still effing single. And all you can get is situationships or relationships from men that are below you.
Let's just say the man that makes 100K or more does not come around. Are you fine with dating no one?
Well, actually, my schedule is pretty hectic too, because I'm only kid-free, like every 2 weeks. I work from home, so probably weekdays, if like I'm on my lunch break or something, that would work. But I am generally very busy, so I prefer a man that's also busy and a man that also has kids, so that, you know, it would be. No, I think it's more fair.
I understand that, but I want to get clarity in this question, because
okay,
I'm respecting whatever you desire, right? But if you're telling me you've never dated that, I guess my question is, let's say you never, like this guy that makes that much never wants to date you back. Would you not date a man that made 70 or 80K, or you're fine with if a man doesn't make 100K that wants to date me, then I'm cool?
Okay, let me correct that. I've dated a man that made as much money as me. They don't seem like they're as interesting as me. I've never been in a relationship with a man that made as much money as me, but dated, yes.
This is the thing. The men that make as much as you only see you as a whole to be used. The men that fit your standards only see you as a whole to be used. They do not see long-term benefits. They do not see you as a girlfriend. They do not see you as a partner. Right? This is the thing what women can't understand. Yes, you have sex with these men. Yes, you go on a date with these men. It don't mean the same as getting commitment from these men. Right?
They don't seem like they're that interesting. I don't know why, but
Are they not that? What do you
that's
mean they're
my
not
friend.
that interesting? I don't get that.
I like a man with like a lot of energy. I just feel like sometimes they're like really serious. And when it is a man that makes as much money than me and we're like have the same energy, I just get like a friend vibe from that person. It's really weird. I don't know how I can explain
it's
it.
not weird. So I'm just going off of what to understand what you're saying. That guy you described maybe just wasn't that into you. He looked at you as a friend.
No, I think it was more so me because I do lose interest very quickly as well.
So he was more interested in you than you were in him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would say that. Yes. So I've dated men that made as much as me, but I have not been with a man that made as much as me.
What do you mean? Oh, been with as in,
Like a relationship.
Got
Yeah, I've never been in a relationship with a man that made as much as me.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So we did your last relationship. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
January.
January. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
The first I already said that was my availability is only basically every 2 weeks. That's my availability. And I said before, I sometimes laugh too much to the point I'm laughing at stuff that's not funny. Have to work on that. And then also, I think I said it too, like I lose interest quickly. Those will be my 3 flaws.
You lose interest quickly. Okay.
Yeah.
And why would a guy
Yeah.
be lucky to be with you?
A guy would be lucky to be with me because I'm very independent. I have a great personality, very smart. And then also when he gets me to the level.
You know, this is the thing, right? The whole being independent thing, that doesn't make you more attractive. Right? Women that are independent, I look at this, right? I've dated the strong, independent women. And I've learned through experience, that's not attractive. That's really not attractive.
Where I'm ready to commit and be in a relationship with him, or not even in a relationship, but just ready to take it to the next level. I start to be very caring. I'm definitely a gift giver. I love to cook. I'm a great cook. And I would say that's pretty much why. And if he's ever in a bad mood, I can cheer him up.
Okay. We have some paid questions. Do you want them?
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
let's see what we got. All right. Lord of Leon said, I think the age limit will put a bow on this. What was your age limit?
I'm 39, so I'll say 37 to 50.
Okay, 37 to 50.
Honestly, she should do 50 and above. Because I'm sorry, like any man around her age will at best will see her as a pump and dump.
See? All right. I'm not sure. I don't know if I understand that one. Why Yevans, I can't pronounce your name, love. It says, why are you so scared to tell these women the truth, Kendra? He's screaming at me. Wait, okay. What is the truth you want me to say? Here's what I will say. I'm not God, so I don't play. I don't speak in absolute.
The truth, Kendra, is she should buy a pet and die alone, right? This is the thing. The truth is that she needs to get out of the dating market. Stop dating. You have the money, you have friends, you lose interest, whatever, all these shit. Be single. Focus on your single. Travel the world. Focus on make your money. Your kids are still young, right? Focus on your kids, right? Produce productive adults. Focus on your kids. Focus on yourself. Stay single. The truth is, it's like just stay single, right? And stop focusing on men. Because again, you're not going to get the men that you want. You're not going to get the men that you want to commit to you.
because I can't speak in absolute because I'm not God. But what I do is ask questions. And I think at the end of the day, reality is always the answer. So if there's something you desire, and this is not just for women, but men too, if the person you desire has not tried to date you back, then reality is giving you the answer. You don't need me or the comment section to say anything otherwise. I think that there is this,
and that's right. Reality will hit you, right? Reality will hit women. So in reality, you're better off just being alone, single and alone. Focus on your kids, focus on your career. Because again, in reality, you do not qualify for commitment to the men that you are asking for. You don't. I mean, if you're playing a gambling game, the percentage isn't high, okay? Is it impossible? No. But again, a lot of women are just focusing on the hopium, the small possibility of it happening. It's just, things will just get worse.
Notion that I guess maybe what he's saying is the guy you probably desire may not want you back. Do you want to respond to that?
That's not true. I've been asked on plenty of dates. I prefer to talk.
Again, being asked on dates and getting commitment is very different. This is why I'm saying, right? Women are failing. Women are failing in the dating market and the relationship, okay? Because again, you are not being smart. Getting a date from a man, getting a man to have sex with you is different than getting a man to commit to you. Getting a man to commit to you long term is different than getting a date from a man. All right?
To somebody, build a rapport, talk to them for a couple of days, couple of weeks before I decide to go out with them. I definitely take my kid-free time very seriously. So I get asked all the time, even men that make as much money as me. I tend to be not that interested. Whether it's the conversation, they
So
have
what
to
would make
be.
you
Have to have
interested in the guy?
substance.
So I'm confused. Why are you not going on these dates that fit what you desire?
So they have to have substance. You have to be able to talk about every single thing.
And this is the problem. See, this is the thing, right? Again, getting a commitment from the men that you want, not just, see, this is the thing. It's not just a man that makes 100K. It's not just a man that asks you on a date. It's not that, right? Why I would say for you to just stay single, buy a dog, buy a cat, and die alone. Focus on your kids. Focus on your career. Get out of the dating market is that the issue is that you will not get the men that you want, the man that you want to commit to you long term, not just men, right? I've said this before. Dating is easy for women, even this woman, right? It will be easy for you, no matter if you're old, young, ugly, pretty, fat, skinny, whatever, right? There will always be men that will want you. Always be men that will want you. It don't mean that you will always get the men that you want. It don't mean that, okay? This is the thing where women understand. Yes, you have options. You will have options even if you're ugly, fat, old. It don't matter. You have options. But the point is, will you have the option of the man that you want? That is the point, right? That is the point that women are not understanding. You will not have a high likelihood of you not having the option of the men that you want, of the man that you want. That is the thing.
Just the same old
How
thing.
do
Like
you know that if you don't
repetition.
go on a date with him?
No. If the conversation is not good, text messages, phone calls, why would I enjoy the date? I get asked all the time. I don't go. Like the last date I've been on was probably December, January. December, January is the last time I've been on a date. I have not been on a date since. Sure, I've been on meet and greets, like where you meet somebody for the first time to decide if you want to date them. And I decided I don't want to date them.
Okay. You're so for the clarity, you have no problem with the men you want to date, you have no problem with them wanting to date you back.
Right. The attraction is there. It's always there. But it's just I lose interest quickly, and the man just has to have substance, has to have a lot of energy. So,
Okay.
pretty much, yeah.
This person said, Dark Bubble said, how does 50-50 work if you end up dating in a relationship and a man with no children, but you have two and you both make 100K?
I'm not interested in men with no children.
Okay. So you want a man that has kids.
Yes, my experience with talking with men that don't have kids, I just feel like they just want a lot from me that I'm not able to give.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Now the time has come. Glenda, are you on the Kendra GC?
Okay, well, she's just talking about her app now. I don't give a shit. This is the thing, right? Women, this is the fallacy or the delusion that women are living in. Okay, I will never say that women can't find a man. I will never say that you can't get a man. Never, right? The thing is that I will always recognize, will you be able to get the man that you want? Will you be able to get the men that want to commit to you, the men that you want to commit to you long term? That is the thing. And in most cases, women can't. Women don't. And the shit is that women say is they settle, right? Which is a disgusting thing. So I'd rather women not say they settle for a man instead of just get out of the dating market. Stop dating, right? Stop wasting your time, possibly a good man's time as well. Okay, stop doing that shit. But yeah, I think this woman is ridiculous. But hey, it is what it is. What do you guys think? All right, guys. I think, wow. You know what? Having like about 10 concurrent viewers tonight was a good live. I think it was a active chat. I love it. You know, you guys are amazing, right? Blue Jerry, Just, Neo, thank you for stopping by. You guys are amazing. Let's see, Mystic, if you're still here, thank you for being here. Alvi was here. Cash, if you're still here. Let's see who else was here. Who else is here? You guys are amazing. DW, thank you for stopping by. You guys are amazing. I honestly can say I love you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys make these lives enjoyable. Neo, thank you for stopping by, right? Thank you for stopping by. You guys are amazing, right? I love it, right? You guys make these. This is the thing, right? You guys make this lives worth making. So I love it. I love doing these lives, right? Sometimes I wonder if I should continue it, but it's you guys. You guys are the reason why I do these lives, right? The chat, you guys are amazing. I think my chat is growing to be one of the best chats around, right? In my opinion, right? I've seen others. I think my chat has grown big, and it's getting there. It's getting there, and I got a great group of guys, right? Yo, love it. You guys are amazing. Yeah, I hope you guys liked the live tonight. Check me out on the next live. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the love. You guys are amazing. Hope you guys check out my other videos. But yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you for liking the stream. You guys are amazing. Later, guys. Hope you guys have a good night. Hope you guys see you guys on the next stream, right? Saturday. Hope you guys see you then. Please check it out. You guys are amazing, right? I love you guys. Later, guys.